somebody who not only has a shot at making the Baltimore Ravens roster as an undrafted rookie free agent, but also has a chance to make a significant impact on it, is linebacker Jay Higgins. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, and leave a like on the video because it helps out a ton. And let me know in the comment section if you think he has a real chance of making this Ravens team, and if you think he could possibly end up being a starter for Baltimore. Now, I think it's a high possibility and a high chance for both, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one, when we watched the game on the broadcast view, when we watched it at home, we were like, okay, Jay Higgins, he making some plays. He had some nice tackles. He had a couple of passes deflected, and he had that beautiful interception where he dropped back. It almost reminded me of C.J. Mosley in 2018 against Baker Mayfield on that fourth down. Y'all remember the one that won the AFC North? Yeah, that one. But Jay Higgins, he balled out. But then, this is why I appreciate the film, guys, because they present a whole new world when it comes to the appreciation of special players. And that's exactly what it looks like Jay Higgins is. Shout out to my guy, Chris Cooper _NFL, for bringing this to all of our attention on Twitter. And this film that you're seeing, it shows how Jay Higgins, how he's reading the plays and how he's reacting to the plays. You don't see no hesitation in his game. You don't see him like, oh, getting happy feet and whatnot. Oh, where do I go? Where do I go? No, he was on it. He was decisive. He was quick. He was fast. And he did things in a hurry. And it looked just so smooth. It looked so effortless. So then when I watched that, and then I imagine him next to Roquan Smith on game days. And you think about Roquan Smith and everything that he can do. Everything that he does on a week-by-week basis. And if Jay Higgins could accompany him in the middle of the field, helping out our defense, he would learn so much from Roquan Smith. And it looks like he got a lot that he already knows about his game already. I remember seeing so many comments when the Baltimore Ravens first signed him this offseason. It was like, man, how did he go undrafted? How did nobody select him this year? This is crazy. And when we watch games like that first preseason game, which, by the way, he was the second highest graded rookie linebacker in week 1 of the preseason, that's very, very great. That's amazing for him, for the Baltimore Ravens, because they do such a good job at just finding these gems, finding these players that just are amazing, that a lot of people overlook, that a lot of people won't even be thinking of. Ravens do a really good job with that, and Jay Higgins is looking like he's another one. But what's next for him? How could he not only make the Ravens roster, because that's looking pretty good, because we have a need at inside linebacker, but how could he have a significant impact on it? You think about the competition that he's up against. Number one, Trent Simpson. Trent Simpson, he's got to be the clear favorite for the job right now, just based off of seniority. He was here last year, and he actually won the job last year, but at the same time, he lost it after a couple of weeks. He ended up getting benched. So while I would assume he would be the favorite this year too, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that Jay Higgins could overtake that role. Now, it would take a lot. I'm not saying, from one game he's going to overtake Trent Simpson. No, but that one game is a great start. He's also up against fellow rookie linebacker Teddy Buchanan, who the Baltimore Ravens drafted this year. And with them both being rookies, I see that as a level playing field. And somebody else that he also has competition at linebacker would be veteran Jake Hummel. Now, Jake Hummel was brought in to primarily be a special teamer for the Baltimore Ravens, but we've seen it a lot of times when a guy is brought in to be a special teamer, but they ended up carving a role out on the defense. So that's a possibility there. But with Jay Higgins, this is why he does have a legitimate shot to make the team. I think right now, honestly, it's kind of a no-brainer that he makes it. It's kind of no-brainer. But to take it a step further, he not only makes the team, but he got a chance to really do some damage with this Baltimore Ravens defense and really be a big part of it. Ray Lewis, why you got to do that, man? Why you got to put that in our head? Just us envisioning the possibility in the scenario of you being the Baltimore Ravens head coach one day. Now, we know it's not going to happen, but it would be crazy. Just imagine Ray Lewis coaching Lamar Jackson, really just coaching the entire Baltimore Ravens team. I just feel like their mindset, if Ray Lewis was their head coach, their mindset would be completely different. And this is not a diss at John Harbaugh at all. It's not. But the way that people would flock to Ray Lewis, and there's some pun intended in there, it would be crazy. I feel like so many of those playoff meltdowns that we had, if Ray Lewis was our head coach and he was just the leader of the team, I feel like they would not happen. I honestly feel like if Ray Lewis was a coach, we could be like sort of the Chiefs of the NFL, but it's okay. We're going to get things back this year. John Harbaugh going to get it back on track, and Ravens going to finish this season the right way. Now we reach my favorite part of the videos where we get to feature your questions. To take part in it, send an email to teamkeepitclean@gmail.com. Or if you want to go to patreon.com/Ingravenvids and become a Team Keep It Clean patron and send your question on there. Show the channel a little extra support. You can do that too. Now, first question came from my guy D3. He said, QB competition. What's good, Ingraven and Team Keep It Clean? I know that all is well because your light protects you and yours. Hey, I appreciate you, man. He said, I have an unorthodox question to ask. Since our backup QB have been underperforming and the jury is still out on them, and since the wide receiver room is extremely crowded, what would you think about Malik Cunningham switching back to quarterback? He definitely knows the offense and could have a better chance of seeing the field. Plus, he can't be any worse than Leary. Anyway, stay up and continue to shine. You're important and supported more than you'll ever know. Yeah, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, man. I wouldn't mind them doing that. But I'm glad you brought that out, especially because the wide receiver room is so crowded. Like Malik Cunningham is going to be tough for him to be able to really do anything there because Ravens at wide receiver, they pretty much set. So I actually think that would be a really, really good move because Malik Cunningham, he obviously got experience playing the quarterback position before in college and then a little bit in New England over there. I know when he came to the Ravens, they like officially made that flip from him to go from QB to wide receiver. But I honestly wouldn't be mad at that move at all. Next question came from my guy, Jarvo. He said, if you could trade for Micah Parsons or Tyreek, who would you trade for and why? What would your trade package be for that player to guarantee approval? Oh, man. Really, any, mini, miny, mo. Both of them are game changers. Both of them are game wreckers. Both of them can absolutely go crazy, and both of them would have a nice role with the Baltimore Ravens. I'll probably have to go with Micah Parsons, though, because Micah Parsons, he would, really transform this defense because pass rusher, a dominant pass rusher, is something that the Baltimore Ravens have been lacking for a while, like a dominant pass rusher, somebody who, be going crazy all the time. And Micah Parsons would be that. What would be my trade package for him? I'd give up a couple of first-round picks. I wouldn't even mind giving up a couple seconds, too. I would just want to make sure that it got done for sure. But again, with Tyreek Hill, it wouldn't be bad either, but I would go with Micah Parsons. He also said that Ravens football is back. Here's my post-game thoughts. Hate to lose Kone for the season, praying for a bounce back next year. Jalen Armour-Davis looked good. Hopefully he can stay healthy. The defense looked good. Starks played fast, smart, and wasn't scared to hit. Low penalty, 7 for 43. We got ourselves a returner. Wester also made plays as a wide receiver. Cooper Rush was rushing with that interception. Leary should get cut. Should have kept Emory Jones. Oof. One word, a Jabo. He just needs to stay healthy. With him, let's see how it goes. He said Keaton Mitchell is back. He looks bigger, stronger, but he still has the speed. Definitely needed him in the playoffs. Rasheen Ali played good in his second year. He showed speed and burst. And he said hearing Loop in the stadium was dope. Had me worried that with that missed kick, but he made up for it afterwards. He said the defensive line played well against the run and got to the QB. And he said Trenton Simpson and Teddy Buchanan, they look good. My undrafted rookie, Jay Higgins, who I predicted to make the roster, played well and got an interception. We were just talking about him. He said, the young Bulls look good, rushing the QB. Zach is going to have a year with this defense. Yes. Wade and Tez were getting open, just had a horrible QB passing the ball. Oh, that's tough, man. And he said, I think I said enough. See you on next Saturday versus the Cowboys. And did Derrick Henry get bigger? He looked like he did, but it's Derrick Henry, so we know he got it under control. Obviously, he's talking about swole bigger. But anyway, he said, oh, yeah, I forgot to mention one. But Daniel Falele looked bad, especially to be a Pro Bowler. Yeah, it wasn't the best showing from him, but let's see how it continues to go. Next question came from my guy, KT. He said, what's up, Ingraven and my Team Keep It Clean co-members? Man, I was watching the Ravens versus Colts game, and all my worries were answered from the kick return, the field goals, and the defense. Just beautiful, man. I went back and watched your reaction to the game, and I'm so ready for the regular season to start again and see these boys make the same great plays we saw week 1 of the preseason. I love the explosive plays on the field and to get to see that we got a whole squad of just straight dogs, man, from GM EDC to Tyler Loop, man. Hey, shout out to them Ravens, man. They got it done. And, yeah, this is great offseason, maybe EDC's best ever. Next question came from my guy, Michael. He said, what's up, my man? What's up, Mike? He said, hope you and your family are doing well. It's been a while since I sent in a question. Congratulations on your new addition to the family. Thank you, my friend. He said, do you think that our Ravens will go get Tyler Huntley once the Browns release him with all 10 QBs that they have? LOL. No, I don't. Now, it would be a better backup scenario than at QB3 than Devin, but no, they won't. Because Lamar's going to be fine. But then your backup, you paid not all this money, but you paid Cooper Rush. That's your primary backup. So I understand the concerns at QB3, but I don't really think they should be crazy concerns at QB3. I wouldn't trip on it. Let's see Cooper Rush in this next game Let's see how he does. Now, again, with Cooper Rush, you got to think, even however this next game goes, he's going to be in there with a lot of backups. If it was a regular scenario, regular season game, then he would be in with starters everywhere, offense, defense. So it will be completely different than anything that we will see in the preseason. That's just something to keep in mind. But no, I don't think they're going to go get Tyler Huntley. Anyway, he said, we gave him a chance to find a team, but it seems like there's no place for like home for Huntley. He had opportunities at the Browns in Miami and couldn't seem to mesh with their schemes. It seems like whenever he puts on the purple and black, he becomes Lamar 2.0. No, we'll slow down with that. I don't know about that part. But he said, and it's comfortable to be his Pro Bowl self. He is a Pro Bowler now. He's a Pro Bowler. He said, just wondering your thoughts since Leary is not what we hope for, unfortunately. Maybe a change of scenery might help Leary get his mojo back. Yeah, Devin Leary ain't going nowhere, and Tyler Huntley, he ain't coming here. Next question came from my guy, Terrell B. He said, LaJohntay Wester, Jermaine Lewis. He said, it just gave me that small guy meets big world and breakthrough. And on the receiving part, he can be in the slot. He's dangerous with the shiftiness. He really, really is. He really, and I love how you mentioned both sides. Not just special team, but he could be dangerous as a wide receiver too. Because he's a wide receiver first. He also said Keaton Mitchell, he was beating up the defenses. He said they're forgetting about how when we have a three-back monster, what we did, but now the offense has wide receiver threats. It's curtains and a round of applause. Shout out to Riri. Okay, hey, I like that little Rihanna shout out. Okay, I like that. And he also said the pass rush was mid. The offensive line and outside linebackers. He says it's going to make our defense roam and it's going to be unmatched. So call Kingsford if the wide receivers think they're going to be grilling our secondary. Okay, hey, that's what we like to hear. Now, with our pass rush, I wouldn't say it's mid. I wouldn't say that at all. But let's see. I want to see Mike Green with the rest of the starters. I would love to see that. Adisa Isaac, he looked a lot better. So far, so good. David Ajabo, he had a free hit to the quarterback, but still he got it done. And we talked about it before. We've seen times when a guy will have a free lane to the passer, but he'll miss. But David Ajabo, he closed, so that's the most important part. So let's see how the rest of the season goes for everybody. Wave the white flag. Next question came from my guy Melo. He said, what's going on, Team Keep It Clean? A lot of good came from the first game, and there's room to improve. And sometimes we can do addition by subtraction. And by subtraction, we need to subtract Daniel Falele. Watching him get beat over and over is painful. It's like watching zebras cross a croc-infested river. You know what's going to happen every time. The way John Harbaugh despises Ben Cleveland needs to be investigated and studied. Seriously, though, you can't look me in my face and say Ben Cleveland couldn't do a better job. 0.00 passer rating. How do you even do that? Ben has a better chance replacing Tyler Luke this season than he does Daniel Falele. Daniel obviously made it to the league and has some base skills, but we can't keep trying to put a square in a round hole. He's either not ready or in the wrong position. We have a Super Bowl to win, so put feelings aside, John and EDC. So what, Ben barely passes his physical or doesn't play hard every snap? Does the dude block in the game? Yes. Is Lamar's safety a priority? Because if it is, we need to show it. And that's some significant words about Daniel Falele there. He did struggle in that preseason game. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad from Daniel Falele, but I know there's still that transition period of him being in a new position, going from tackle to guard. Now, what I will say, we know he struggled a bit last year too. What I will say is that let's see how he does with the ones, like with the ones all across the board, with all the starters on offense, because obviously he ain't getting benched. At least right now. He ain't getting benched at all. That's Daniel Falele's job. It's his. He was a Pro Bowler last year, remember? So he ain't going to the sideline. So I can't say, we should just move on and not get it through your heads that he ain't getting benched, but he's not. So it's something that just got to hope for the best and hope that when he's next to the starters, that everything changes for the better. Next question came from Sevun. He said, hey, Ingraven, hopefully I didn't miss today's episode, and I hope everything is good with you and the rest of the flock. I read somewhere that Mike Green could be our Elvis Dumervil, which to me is perfect for this season. With the quarterbacks we're facing this year, pressure will be the most important factor I'm looking for. To beat the Bengals is going to take pressure on Burrow, and the same with Rodgers. Hopefully this is the year we make sure QBs can't breathe. Hey, I hope so, man, because that's real right there. Because if quarterbacks, they got all the time in the world, yeah, they're going to find their wide receivers. Their receivers going to end up getting open. It's tough to have a corner covering for so long. It makes it almost impossible, man. So pass rush is going to be of the essence. Next question came from my guy Jay. He said, coming to the bank this year? He said, what's up, Ingraven? Hope all is well with the family. Everybody's doing well. But to my question, will you be attending any games this year at the bank? I'm so ready for the season to start. I was at the preseason game on August 7th to watch our rookies work. and then I'm getting ready to attend some games for the regular season. So stay blessed and stay clean. Appreciate you. That's a great question. I don't know yet. The Dolphins game, yeah, for sure, that one. But as far as any Ravens games at the bank, I hope so. But for which ones, I have no clue yet. Next question came from Ball. He said, have you ever seen the top 10 cornerback rankings? They always leave Melo out of the top 5. I don't know if it's because I only watch Ravens games, but I don't see how Melo don't get his credit for being a top 5 cornerback. What do you think? I agree. I think that is part of it, that we only be watching Ravens games like that, but still, like, Melo one of them ones, man. He really is. He said, and I've been watching the Ravens for years. Feel like every year is Super Bowl or bust. I'm thinking about skipping the regular season just to watch the playoffs. Regular season is losing meaning to me since we keep winning. Ooh, that boy said, hey, we win a regular season. So, I mean, it is what it is. Y'all boys hit me up when it's playoff time. You can't do that, though, man. He said, then losing in the playoffs is a bad thought to have. And finally, sorry for the long questions, but why do they keep putting Burrow and Josh Allen over Lamar? It's insane. What do you think? Yeah, that's only crazy people that do that.